Have you ever looked up at the night sky and felt a pull toward something greater, something beyond your everyday life? That's the call of a big dream. We all have them, tucked away in the corners of our minds. Some are whispers, some are roaring lions, but so often we silence them. We tell ourselves they're too big, too unrealistic, too far-fetched. We let the voices of doubt, both our own and others, build walls around our aspirations. We think, who am I to dream of that? But let me ask you a different question. Who are you not to? Why shouldn't you reach for the stars? The world we live in, the technology we use, the art that moves us, it was all born from someone's impossible dream. Every great achievement started as a single, audacious thought. Dreaming big isn't about being delusional. It's about giving yourself permission to explore the full extent of your potential. It's about believing that you are capable of more than you currently are. Think about it. The comfort zone is a nice place, but nothing ever grows there. It's safe, it's familiar, but it's also a cage. True growth, true fulfillment, happens when you step outside of it. When you face the fear, embrace the uncertainty, and take that first step towards your goal. It will be hard. There will be setbacks. There will be moments when you want to give up and retreat to what's easy. But the magic happens in the struggle. It's in the process of becoming the person who can achieve that dream. Now I want to tell you a story about a young boy named Leo. Leo lived in a small, quiet town where the tallest building was only 3 stories high. But his dreams were taller than any skyscraper. Every night he would lie in his backyard staring at the moon and the stars, and he knew with every fiber of his being that he wanted to go there. He wanted to float among the cosmos and see the earth as a beautiful blue marble. Of course, everyone told him it was impossible. A boy from our town? An astronaut? Be realistic, Leo, they'd say. His friends would laugh when he spent his allowance on books about physics and astronomy instead of video games. His teachers, while well-meaning, gently suggested he focus on more practical careers. For a while, the doubt started to creep in. Maybe they were right. Maybe his dream was just a silly childhood fantasy. One day, feeling disheartened, he was reading a biography of a famous astronaut. He came across a quote that said, "The only way to discover the limits of the possible is to go beyond them into the impossible." Those words hit him like a lightning bolt. He realized that every astronaut, every pioneer, was once just a person with a dream that everyone else called impossible. Their success wasn't proof that his dream was silly. It was proof that it could be done. From that day on, something shifted in Leo. He didn't just dream anymore. He started to build. He turned his room into a mission control center with charts of the solar system and models of rockets he built himself. He excelled in math and science, not because he had to, but because every equation and every experiment felt like one small step for him, one giant leap toward his goal. He joined the astronomy club, the physics club, any club that would get him closer. The laughter didn't stop overnight. The doubters were still there, but their voices became background noise. Leo was too busy working, too focused on his trajectory. He studied hard, earned a scholarship to a top engineering university, and graduated at the top of his class. He then applied to the space program. The first time he was rejected, and the second time it was crushing. All those years of work for nothing. The old voices of doubt came roaring back. But then he remembered that little boy in the backyard. He remembered the promise he made to himself. He remembered that quote, Failure wasn't the end. It was just a data point. It was a problem to be solved. He analyzed his application, identified his weaknesses, and worked tirelessly to improve them. He trained harder, studied more, and learned new skills. On his third try, he got the call. He was in. Years later, as he strapped himself into the cockpit of the spacecraft, he looked out the small window. He could see his family and his trainers waving from the ground. He thought about his journey, the laughter, the doubt, the rejections, the endless hours of work, and he smiled as the final countdown began. 10, 9, 8. He closed his eyes and whispered, "This is for the little boy who dared to look up." When he finally reached orbit and unbuckled his seatbelt, he floated to the window. There it was, the Earth, a breathtaking swirl of blue, white, and green, hanging silently in the vast, dark expanse of space. It was more beautiful, more magical than he had ever imagined. In that moment, he wasn't just Leo from a small town. He was an explorer. He was a testament to the power of a dream. Leo's story isn't just about going to space. It's about the journey we all face. Your dream might not be to become an astronaut. Maybe you want to start a business, write a novel, heal people, or create art that changes the world. Whatever it is, no matter how big or impossible it seems, remember Leo. Remember that the distance between your dream and your reality is called action. It's called perseverance. It's called believing in yourself when no one else does. So what's your space? What's that big, audacious dream you've been putting off? Don't let the noise of the world drown out the call of your own potential. Start building your rocket, one small piece at a time. Study that equation. Write that first page. Make that phone call. Take that first, terrifying, wonderful step. Because the view from the top is worth every single second of the climb. Go on, dare to dream big. The universe is waiting for you. Thank you so much for watching. If this inspired you today, please hit that like button and subscribe for more stories to fuel your journey. See you next time.